Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to a review for the Metroliner, but this is the alternative model that came with the instructions. Yes, that was a thing, and I'm so happy that was a thing. I bought two more of these recently, they both came, and I've got plans for my Metroliner, of course, but before I turn it into what I want to turn it into, why don't we make the other set first, because that will make for a good video, and actually it will see what the building instructions were like with the pieces that you were limited to. So upon first look, it actually, for what it is, it's pretty good. I did not make the station because the station had almost no differences, plus I couldn't really be bothered to. So sadly in the review you won't see the platform, but I do have the original platform still intact. So what I'll do, I'll move that to the side there in the background for your viewing pleasure. Let's move it over here a little bit more actually. There we go. So there we are, it's for your viewing pleasure. So the instruction booklet first of all, let's get this out of the way. It has two sets of instructions, of course. First one being for the original. There was a lot of minifigures. I was surprised by that, to be honest, because that was absolutely brilliant. Got the original sets, of course, going to skip through a few pages. Go through both ends for the diesels and the coach. The building ideas was actually kind of interesting because for these end bits here, where you can go from coach to coach, it was built up to a certain height where it was a bit awkward to try and do it one way. But making it into what it is, you have to use different shaped bricks. It was actually kind of good. So, of course, the original train and the layout. Very nice, very fun, I'm sure. But this was what I wanted. So, of course, it is 9 volts. Motorized rather than power functions. This was what, 20 years old, something like that, or nearly 20 years old. And this was interesting again. So you look at this bit here, you see you got 6 by 1s and then 1 by 2s, 2 by 2 there, just to fill that up, because obviously it didn't come with any solid bricks. But in a way it does look really good for the detail and the design of it. Because when you think of it, that's like the vents for the engine that's inside, as you can see there. That's actually really good. Of course, a driver seat on both sides. And it was also amazing because you could see here in 12 instructions, it's almost done. And in fact, in 14, it is done. I tell you what I will do is just grab the motor one sec. It says to build up one set and then use the 9 volt motor for the other. Because I bought 2 and I've also got a third from the auction, I just slapped on 2 of those to kind of keep out of the way. There we go. Grab the coaches, pull that forward, there we go. And before you ask, no, I'm not going to put this on a layout to make it run, because I've already got a layout here, but it's more plastic than 9 volt. Plus, none of the Metroliner sets that I got from Bricklink came with a electronic switch, and I don't know where my other 2 are. Been moving things around. So yeah. So the coach, things that I found a bit awkward was the doors being in the middle, as you can see there, as well as having, like, I would have thought they would have used the smaller windows to, you know, just make it a little bit more different, but at the same time, there wasn't that many bricks to hand. But for what this is, it's not a bad coach. It's pretty standard, to be honest. I like it, though. It's really good. Now, this is the second, I don't even know what I would call this. A box car? Sure. It's called like a little box car. So one half carries the bikes, as you can see in there. You've got windows. Now, for this bit here, I put this 2 wide window to a side and another big window here, because I didn't want to go through finding all the parts. I took a while trying to find the parts for each instruction. So the one that I got to build this up had all the parts in one big box. So yeah, I mean, it took a while. I was not helping either, because it was 9 PM when I just decided to start building it. Nearly 10 o'clock I finished, because it was that difficult to see. But, you know, what the hell is this? What is this? There's a little thing where you can pull it forward and open it. I can show you that later on, but just what? I have to do a bit of research, I suppose, because this could be something I've not known of. But yeah, again, in 10 instructions, it's finished. It feels too rushed, if you ask me. It's a bit ridiculous, that. But one more thing I want to quickly show you. On the back, there's another thing you can make. It uses more windows, and it doesn't have a middle coach. It's just 2 end pieces. And that's the sort of thing where, okay, we've given you instructions to make one and another set. Now it's time for you to see if you can make this. And that is absolutely amazing. Oh, this is such a good set. I'm so glad I got these. Right. Nearly 6 minutes in, and we've only talked about the instructions book. Let's get on to the engine. This is my little minifigure helper because there's going to be a lot of doors and that sort of thing that are going to be opened to show you what's inside. Because I can't take off the roofs with only one hand, and I'm not going to do cutaways for it. So, the engine itself. A nice little engine, to be honest. It's tidy. It's, again, as you saw in the instructions, it's got quite some good details. So it's got some vented like styling solid bricks. It's got the plates that make up these little gaps here, which look pretty cool. It's got these, not pylons, because it's the electric pylons they get power from. But, you know, it's got some good details. It's got a little antenna piece on here, which I would call the lever, actually, not an antenna. So we actually use the minifigure to get inside. That is the cab. Of course, it's not the best angle. In fact, we can show you through the window here. So we do have a lot of detailed pieces. There is one that kind of sticks out on the side. You can see there. We've got one there. We've got the seat, and the slope piece that it's sitting on does have some control details on there. It's both the same for both sides, so there's no point in showing you the other side. No stickers, by the way. I just want to point that out, but I'm not fussed about stickers. Never something I've really showed an interest in, unless I absolutely want to use them for something specific. Right, let me move that out of the way because that's all going to slide. Stay. Good. Right, the first coach. Well, the only coach, in fact. I do like this, I gotta be honest. This has to be my favourite thing out of it all because that's unconventional to me, and it's something that I've not really seen before, especially in real life. I've seen a lot of coaches, obviously, so seeing this I thought, yeah, I like this. This works. Got to try and open the doors now. Or just a door. Oh, shit, come on. Come on, you bugger, I got this. Alright, let me just try and use my finger instead. Ah, much easier. Right, you can disappear because you're naff. Right. So we're trying to get inside. You can see we got seats on one end there, but we got seats on this end. So it's seats like over here, but seats over here. In reality, the seats should be on one end of the wall, never zigzag like that, because if you're actually trying to get through the coach to get to another one, it's not going to be the easiest thing to get by. That's a bit stupid. I mean, there's nothing that stopped them from having to put this on this side or having these on this side. Either way, it doesn't really matter which end moves. Stay, there we go. But again, for what it is, it's tidy, it's nice, I like it. Also, these end bits, which would normally have grey tiles on the top and the bottom, but it's been lowered a little bit, and in a way I kind of like this one because first of all it's all black, which looks better than what the original Metroliner does, where it has the grey pieces sticking out. Not a big fan. I might change that in the future when I put it all together, but I might also keep it because it's the original Metroliner look. Yeah, so moving on, shall we? Haven't really got anything else to say on that. Right, let's go to the one I would say we're waiting for, but I'm waiting for. This box cab. I'm going to have to call it box cab, box car, sure. So as we saw, inside it carries the bicycles. I did say earlier as well that I replaced the one window with two windows. It's the same on both sides, as you can see there. Right, let's actually try and use the minifigure this time again, because I don't know if I'll be able to get these doors open with my hand. Let's try it first. Epic camera work. I don't think I can get inside. Oh, here we go. Aha, minifigure, you are useless. So 2 bikes, 1 red, 1 black, and that's all I got to show you. As long as it was exciting to be able to get the doors open in the first place, it was worth it. And this, I have no idea what this is meant to be. A workbench that opens. Sure. What goes in there? That's what I want to know. What is this for? That's what I really want to know. But that, as a thing, seems like something from a cargo set. Oh, here we go, to make sure it stops rolling. Uneven tracks, in case anyone's wondering why the coaches and whatever just keep rolling. So, for what that is, it's pretty cool. But I need to learn what that is for it to be even cooler. But as a whole set, I still love how they make instructions for another model. It really makes this a more fun set and a set that is worth your money, because once you build the original you can go, oh, we can try out this other model now. And I would recommend building the other model if you have one of these sets at home. I wouldn't buy one though, because they're about £180. Thankfully I got the 2 cheaper ones, which were about 160, 170. So that's all my money gone. Great. But in all seriousness, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.